Well, it looks like the Texas House Republicans have just passed their gerrymandered maps, so that's pretty cool and epic. That these are the maps, right? We all know the flaws in particular with these maps. The Republican Party is operating under the assumption that they'll be able to basically say retain all of the Latino voters that they managed to win over, or the Hispanic voters they managed to fucking win over as a result of the more recent elections. Now, personally, I kind of doubt that. I don't really think that they're going to be able to have much retention of those people, especially considering a lot of the bullshit that the Republican Party has been pulling, specifically with not just the gerrymandering, but of course with ICE and just going around and just arresting a bunch of people within Democrat states. Again, Donald Trump is currently underwater on every issue, including immigration, which means like a lot of people who care about that stuff, which are going to be a lot of people within Texas, are, well, not really going to do possibly as well. Because, again, this is part of the fear, right? Like, they've done so much fucking gerrymandering of the state, and Texas is one of the most gerrymandered fucking states, that do they think that instead of packing more and more Democrats into the fucking particular districts, if they try to crack open the districts, do they really, really fucking think that they're going to be able to make a lot of these, like, as red of districts as they think that they're able to make? Because who knows if these districts are as red as the Republicans think that it is. Like, who knows? Personally, I have some doubts in my mind, right? Because there are a lot of Democrats who live within fucking Texas. Lots of fucking liberals live in those cities. It's, yeah, like you're saying, Alex, yeah, the crack districts are very diluted, which means they may have made a bunch of purple districts instead of a bunch of fucking red districts, which was a part of the plan. But yeah, why don't we take a look? They approved the new electoral maps for favoring Republicans. Texas legislators have approved new congressional maps designed to give Republicans an edge in next year's elections for the U.S. House of Representatives. Of course, we all know why they're doing this. All of the fucking metrics basically suggest that, whoa, crazy, the Republicans are basically underwater on like every fucking issue, and no one likes any of the shit that they're doing. Yeah, crazy, I know. And, well, basically, like, everyone's saying, like, wow, this sucks, you guys suck, you guys are terrible as a party, and you guys are doing terrible in terms of your current, like, sort of administration. He is underwater currently on every single issue. Trade, he's doing terribly, the prices are still going up, he hasn't gotten any of the fucking peace deals done that he has, except for, like, one. But, there's still a Russia-Ukraine war, there's still fighting going on in fucking Gaza. There's still a bunch of fucking fighting everywhere else. So, so much for being the fucking peacemaker in chief. But that's cool. Fantastic. Excellent. Republicans in the Texas House of Representatives passed new voting lines in an 82 to 52 vote, creating 5 new Republican-leaning districts. Honestly, the Democrats should have broken quorum again. They should have just left again and just be like, no, you know what? Fuck you. We do know that these are going to get sued, and the Texas state Democrats said, like, yeah, we're suing these maps. And they're hoping that it's going to be tied up in court long enough that they do not get implemented. That's the sort of strategy that they're going along with here. Yeah, I think that is the strat that they're going with, because there was a press conference held immediately after the vote where they said, like, oh, we're suing Texas for this. Yeah, they're getting sued. Like, this shit's not going to go through. And that's the, basically, it's going to be tied up in court long enough for it to just not really matter. So that's, I assume, what the plan is going to be. But more than likely, yeah, it's going to go to the state senate. It'll be signed, and then signed by the fucking governor. Because, of course, it's, Greg Abbott got an order from Donald Trump, and he's like, yes, sir, I will go ahead and cheat for you, sir. And I know that they're trying to do this in, like, Indiana and Ohio, which I believe are already incredibly gerrymandered. Same with Florida, right? They want to make more Republican districts. Hey, other Democratic states who said they were also going to gerrymander the shit out of their fucking states. Where is it? Kathy? J.B. Pritzker? Where's the new fucking maps? Now, I understand with Illinois in particular, it's already significantly fucking gerrymandered. So it might be a little difficult for them to pull it off. But Kathy Hochul, what's going on? Hey. Time's a ticking. Because they're trying to get a bunch more fucking seats. Because, again, the Republican Party knows that they have to cheat in order to win because they're not popular. President Trump, who backed redrawing the maps to safeguard a Republican majority in the U.S. House, reacted with big win for the great state of Texas. Yeah, dude, totally. Guys, it's a great thing that we're all just cheating. We're cheating, folks. Republicans hold us the majority, which Democrats aim to win back in 2026. Wednesday's vote in Texas follows a dramatic showdown as Democrats fled across state lines to deny the Republicans the quorum necessary in the state legislative body to take a vote. Greg Abbott, a Republican, ordered the absent Democrats' arrest, and some of them said law enforcement had monitored their homes while they were gone, of course, because, again, this is very emblematic of not living in a fascist, authoritarian shithole like fucking Texas, having police just, monitor your fucking house while you're away doing, well, honestly, just playing fucking politics, because this is what playing politics actually looks like, right? For example. So, the lawmakers returned this week, of course, and then, they had the whole situation with Nicole Collier, keeping her trapped when she refused to have the fucking permission slip, when she refused to be like, no, I don't want a fucking random cop just watching every my move. You can, fuck off with that bullshit. And they trapped her in the fucking state house because of it, which was fucking crazy. So, that's cool. Texas House Speaker Dustin Burrows ordered the State House chambers to be locked on Monday. It's fucking insane. Also said Democrats would be released into the custody of a designated police officer. Of course, one of the members, Nicole Collier, decided to sleep in the chamber rather than be escorted by an officer. Her protest spread among Democrats, with others joining her in ripping up their police escort arrangements. I don't know why they even accepted it to begin with. And in the time since Texas started planning these new voting maps, other states controlled by both political parties, including Florida, New York, Ohio, and Missouri, have begun weighing similar options. Tick, tick, they actually went through it. That, listen, the only one who's been taking the fucking charge on this has been Gavin fucking Newsom, right? The legislature just passed congressional map bills, escalating redistricting's face-off with Texas. Yeah, again, Gavin Newsom is going ahead with the referendum that he's going to have and everything, right? And this question then becomes, are the Republicans going to try to sue? And it's just going to be a whole fucking, legal shit show standoff kind of a deal? Who really fucking knows? Because, that's kind of, the idea here, right? But, as expected, it is complete fucking nonsense. Yeah, California state legislature on Thursday passed the bills that compromise the states, or comprise, rather, the state's plan to put new congressional bills on the ballot in a November special election in retaliation for a congressional redistricting plan moving forward in Texas, right? So that's the thing that we're going to do. They're going to have the referendum. They're going to vote forward with it. And this is just basically Gavin Newsom being like, yeah, we're going to do this. Yeah, we're doing this. We're going to have the referendum. And they've passed the fucking bill to have the referendum. Very cool. It's on. Personally, I think that they should have just gone all the way, just completely gerrymandered the shit out of it, but that's cool. Whatever. California lawmakers currently debating new maps that would give advantage to Democrats in 5 districts, would cancel out a lot of the changes made in Texas. Key position California says the maps would go into effect if Texas or other states went ahead with changes favoring Republicans, which again, this is, you have to fucking do it, so they're trying to put it into effect. Gavin Newsom's just like, okay, looks like we're going to do it as well. We're going to act in reprisal, which is correct of them to do. New maps in Texas sparked uproar over gerrymandering, the redrawing of electoral boundaries to favor a political party, which I found so many Republicans complaining about this it was so fucking funny, because they were complaining about certain Texas Democratic districts that were already fucking gerrymandered, saying, look at this district in Texas. Why would the Democrats draw the map like this? It's like, dog, it was the Republicans who drew it like that. You people are fucking stupid. But, whatever. As expected from fucking conservatives in the Republican Party, they have no idea about how much of anything really works. Because, again, they're just complete, utter fucking morons who do not care about, civic practice. Typically, like other states, Texas typically withdraws congressional districts once a decade when new population data is released by the census. Texas Democrats claim the redrawing that redrawing the maps before the next population count in 2030 was being done around racial lines, an argument which has been rejected by the Republicans, of course, but I don't believe them. Voting maps that were approved in 2021 after the last population count are still being litigated over claims of racial discrimination, which more than likely, if I were to take a bet, the Republicans definitely fucking did that shit. During one of the many heated exchanges during debate in the Texas State House, Republican legislator Todd Hunter, who introduced the redistricting bill, was applauded as he scolded Democrats. Of course. Don't come into this body and say we don't include you. You left us for 18 days and that's wrong. Yeah, because you guys were trying to fucking go along with Donald Trump's scheme to fucking cheat. And everyone's just like, dog, you people are trying to cheat. And you guys often say that you're the guys who are all about fairness and meritocracy. Yet you have to fucking cheat because of Donald Trump's unpopular stuff. Like, listen, if you want to fucking deal with, like, the consequences of being unpopular, then fucking deal with it. Like, cope and fucking seethe about it, dude. Democrats in the chamber to question the legality of the maps, accuse Republicans of trying to steal an election. Let's talk about cowardice and cheats. A Democratic legislator, Ann Johnson, said, the root of all this is around racism and power. She added a pure power grab. Can't really disagree with that. Democrats and civil rights groups have said the new maps will dilute voting power from minorities, which would violate federal law, and have threatened to sue. Don't threaten to sue. Just sue. Fuck it. Just sue. Or, more Democratic states besides Gavin Newsom. If anything, listen, I can only assume that Gavin's fucking approval rating is going through the fucking roof at this point because he's actually, showing some form of a fucking backbone and a fucking spine, which, considering the fact that he's more than likely going to try to run for fucking president is, great, fantastic. It's only going to make him look even better and better. But yeah, you should, hey, other Democratic states, hey, Kathy, what's going on? Tick, tock, redraw the fucking maps. Time for some fucking cheating because, again, the Republicans are fucking cheating, okay? No more of this fucking pussy-ass independent commission bullshit. The other side is openly fucking cheating. Time for you to fucking cheat as well. Fuck it. No more of this fucking high road bullshit. If they take the low road, it's time to fucking kick them in the balls. So time for you to also fucking cheat. Because no more of this fucking bullshit, okay? TikTok, time fucking cheat. It's more difficult to make this argument about Illinois, for example, because with Illinois, it is already incredibly fucking gerrymandered to shit. And there wouldn't be much of a fucking difference in particular. I guess there could be a potential fear of doing it. But there's already, examples of fucking maps out there that already would sort of basically make the Republicans a complete non-factor in the state. So, fuck it. Just gerrymander it. Gerrymander further. Who really gives a shit? It would make a huge difference in purple California districts. Oh, 1,000%. A bunch of Republicans have also said that they are against the redistricting plan that Trump is trying to go ahead with because those California Republicans know they're probably going to be out of a fucking job, more than likely, because of the redrawing of the maps. They're just like, well, we're going to fucking suffer consequences for this, so can we not do this? This is a really bad idea. So, obviously, there is no principle behind it, but they are correct when they're saying this, that they don't want this to fucking happen in particular because they know they're going to lose their cushy fucking jobs. Which, I mean, fair enough. And I know that a lot of people are generally pissed with also these California fucking Republicans as well. So, whatever, who cares? Do it. You guys are fucking going along with all the bullshit. Now you guys are getting fucking cold feet because you guys are going to be the ones who are going to be affected by it. Nah, you know what? Fuck you. Who cares? If you wanted to have actual fucking principle and wanted to be civil servants, then, you would have opposed a lot of the bullshit from the immediate get-go. But now that you guys are getting affected by it, I don't give a fuck. Suffer the consequences of the actions of your party. Lose your fucking seats. You deserve to lose them anyways. So, I don't think there's really much else to say besides, it's time. It's on, John, It's going to be a complete fucking political shit show, shit-flinging battle between, well, the Democrats and the fucking Republicans over this fucking redistricting bullshit because one side wants to clearly cheat because they don't want to face the song and the fucking music of the fact that they are populars. Their policies, rather, are incredibly fucking unpopular And they are, generally speaking, underwater in terms of every issue, right? In terms of immigration, trade, the economy, affordability, everything except for like the southern border. The Trump administration is underwater if you look at fucking polling. So, whoa, in order to try to not suffer any consequences, the Republican Party has elected to decide to go ahead with fucking cheating. Because, again, like I've said before, the Republican Party has never been interested in representing people. They only want to rule. Don't think there's anything else to say besides that.